Alles klar. Ich glaube, dass das Wichtige ist, dass wir bei dieser Loss-and-Damage-Finanzierung vor allen Dingen denjenigen helfen, die am meisten unter der Klimakrise leiden und ihre Schäden und Verluste nicht alleine stemmen können. Weil wenn wir in den nächsten 10 Jahren nichts tun und dann werden wir im Jahr 2030 sein, dann haben wir, ich weiß, dass einige von Ihnen auch in den nächsten Tagen zu Recht fragen werden, so und wo ist jetzt die Facilitation, die das Ganze ermöglicht? Ich weiß nicht, ob sie kommen wird und ich weiß auch gar nicht, ob das jetzt der richtige Moment ist.
Forward, and that there will be more public money at very concessionary lending or even
protests like COP last year, and we didn't say any rights in activism in this year's COP.
And right now, as we speak, there are many worries about what's going on in the negotiations with some of the countries that are blocking the establishment of a loss and damage finance facility. And I know that, for example, the Swedish Environment Minister said that there shouldn't be, the establishment of a loss and damage fund for the people that are suffering right now. And when I think about the people that are on the front lines of the climate crisis, the people that are suffering, for example, in the Horn of Africa as a result of the drought, the flooding in Nigeria, in Pakistan, it is worrying that there are still discussions on whether we should have a loss and damage fund or not.
I agree with Vanessa. It's worrying that there seems to be a little bit of a block at the moment, and the elders, because we've been in these negotiations for a long time, we've seen them, we're looking for a good landing that is real, a landing that will bring real financing, and I think that should be possible. So I think there are ideas for a possible landing that will bring real money, and without that, people will be so disillusioned because we've had talk for so long. It was good that it got on the agenda. Now we need to see a landing that brings money to the most vulnerable, and I think there are ways of linking this process with the reform of the multilateral banks. We're not talking 100 billion, though we do need that 100 billion. We're talking much, much more than that.
So let's talk about human rights in activism.
Countries shouldn't be pushed to the point whereby they have to walk out of negotiations when it's very clear that the climate crisis is happening right now, when it's very clear that 33 million people have been displaced in Pakistan and over 500 have died in Nigeria and over 30 million are starving in the Horn of Africa and thousands are being displaced in Southern Africa as a result of the cyclones. So countries shouldn't be pushed to a place of walking out because other people are not understanding and treating the climate crisis as a crisis.
And, we got loss and damage onto the agenda at the very beginning of this COP, which is a good sign, and there's no doubt people have moved. The European Union, and particularly the United States, has moved a bit. And I think there is a way of delivering a real decision, a real progress, maybe not one decision, because we already have the Global Shield proposal, a mosaic of, but finance that will get to the most vulnerable countries. That's the most important.